Hello. We're back at it. And I built something. Are you ready? Bask in the glory of the Poke Camp. Oh, a trace. Who dat? I don't know who that is. It's Pikachu! I don't think it was. That supposed to be like something past Gen 3. I found out something. It's kind of annoying. Cause you can put vines on the wall, right, with leafage, right? Oops. Oops, I actually didn't want to pick that up. But you can put vines on the walls with leafage if you're standing next to the wall, and depending on how you do it. Problem is, you see how I can select this square here? And then like here, I can select this square here from here, and I can put a vine on the wall, right? If you are on top of something that is not like a block, so for example, when I hop up on top of the Pokeball, it does, oh wait, here it's letting me do it. I guess it kind of is. Yesterday it was not. I could not get it to lock. I guess these ones are being blocked. I don't know if it's being blocked by the Pokeball or if it's just what I'm standing on, because I should be able to place vines here, but I'm guessing I'd have to like pre-place them, or this just counts as pushing up against that wall, so maybe I can't put them there, but at least it looks like I can put them here. Like this spot is really hard to get now. There we go. Wait, I can select it. I just can't get close enough to that face. Thing is, the homes aren't easily movable. You have to do like a whole deconstruction kit and then move them somewhere else. And then you'd have to like reconstruct it back again. It wouldn't take super long, but it would be like somewhat tedious. So now I've got this area. It's looking nice, right? It's all coming together. Because I'm still probably going to change up. Like the house shape is likely going to stay the same. But I really don't like these walls, at least for this type of build here. I'm trying to... This is more along the vibe of what I'm going for. I like this, but I don't know if I want to make all four of them exactly like this. I kind of want to... Eventually, I'll just wait till I unlock some recipes, and I'll zhuzh these up a little bit. Because for now, the build is on point. The color scheme is not on point. I was mostly... Because I started with just doing 3 different blue roofs, and then this was a 4th. Variant of blue you could color stuff to, and I was mostly just experimenting with the painting, and it turns out I didn't really like the combo that I did in experimenting, so it was mostly just experimenting. I don't think the mouse control it will watch. When you do the mouse control, it defaults to the rock smash. So like right now I'm on rock smash. I'll switch to leafage. This watch when I go to mouse. As soon as I go to mouse mode, look, I'm on rock smash now. Then if I take the mouse off, go off mouse mode, it goes right back to leafage. So like you can place stuff with the mouse, but you can't use other abilities with the mouse, it would seem. So that's unfortunate. But I wanted to add a little more leafage going on up there. And the other thing I could do to make this wall look a little better too is I can replace some of the blocks with like stone. Like I could probably end up making that a stone wall at some point. That would probably honestly look better. And that'd be really easy to do. Just go get some like this kind of natural stone that's over there. And then just replace it real quick. Because I think under there that would actually look a little bit better if I painted behind the waterfall area with like rock instead. And then, because then I could add moss too if I really wanted to. And then the rock looks really good with vines on it. However, let's go see if my trees grew back. Yeah, I'm gonna be farming trees like crazy. And actually, I forgot, I kind of goofed this one up. That was meant to be Lepa, not Pecha. Yeah, I need Lepa trees. I accidentally made one of those rows. And not that it's bad to have a second row of these, but for now... And yes, you can pick up trees completely with magnemite, so all these trees are just going into my inventory, and then you can literally place them whole again. But we're gonna do Lepas here instead. I meant to make this row Lepas. And I know I can put them closer together. However, I am trying to make the builds somewhat aesthetically pleasing. And when they're all bunched up, yes, it's more efficient. Absolutely. But I don't like how the tree, like, look, you can put the trees literally right next to each other. But then they kind of, like, combine into, like, a mega tree. And I don't think that's as aesthetically pleasing. And then you can also put them, they're like, Venn diagramming still a little bit. So I'm just, you know, being a little less efficient in favor of looking better. But this is how you do essentially a tree farm. It's pretty easy. I left 2 spaces in between. Again, you could probably live with just having 1 space in between the setups. But just for having one, I can look around easier. When you have it, I noticed when you had it closer, it was like really hard to like see what you were doing with your camera, which for me is essentially a deal breaker. But most of the berries will fall in the water. However, a lot of times they won't. Oh, did they not even grow all of them back yet? I don't even think these are fully generated. It looks like there's only like 1 per tree. I guess they generate a little slower. Here's one thing I recommend too. What's up? Hey, Francis, how you doing? Are you playing Pokopia? I feel like you're the Pokopia type. Like, I feel like that's the type of, you're the cozy type of gamer. I can't remember if you're into Pokemon specifically, but how are you doing? Has my set arrived yet? I also saw, I think they saw some, like, it was like leaked concept art. I think they're coming out with like a giant, like, LEGO Fortnite roller coaster set potentially. You've never played any Pokemon? I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if you guys were Pokemon fans or not. You guys are a little bit older than me, but even then, our generation of Pokemon fans, I think, extends to people in their early 40s even. Obviously, it's anybody, but I'm talking the heavy. But anyway, I recommend, instead of going to, like, I have no claim or care whether other people go to Dev Island to copy stuff. However, I would warn people. Obviously, you probably know that it costs Pokemetal to copy stuff at the 3D printer. So you can absolutely go into the dev world, like take a picture of something, go back and copy it. Thing is, you don't get the recipe for it. So it's like a one and done. You're spending the Pokemetal to get that one item once. What I did, because a lot of the items even cost rare Pokemetal to 3D print if you take a picture of it. So what I did is I still have plenty of Pokemetal left, but you don't want to waste all of your rare Pokemetal printing items because they're one and dones, and then you're just then you need Pokemetal, right? So what I recommend with your first stash of Pokemetal is whether you go to the Dev Island or not, I had gotten some of these seeds from trading with the Pokemon. So I ended up getting like what are these? I can't even remember. The Lum trees, there's a couple different, I can't remember all the names of them now, but the 3 or 4 different rare trees that you can get, those I ended up just taking. I got one in my world. I took a picture of it because you can literally just, so like the Chesto tree, the Aspire tree, the Lum tree, and I think, what's this one called over here? This one's still growing. And once I grow this one, I'll be able to 3D print this one and make more of them. I just can't remember what this one was called. Oh, it won't even tell me. But I would 3D print full trees. So you get one tree going, or you go to Dev Island and take a picture of the tree, and get yourself at least like 5 to 8 of the fully grown rare trees, so you can place them in your area. And then you're not going to get a ton, but these, at least, unlike an item, because with 3D printing the items, like I said, you don't get the recipe, and not like you get the recipe or extra seeds for the tree, but at least the tree is something that keeps on giving once you plant it, and it's relatively useful considering you use the different fruits that come from the trees for all the paints that you'll end up needing for recoloring things. So that being said, why don't we start to make, I don't know if I'm going to make like a way to get up here first or just start decorating up here first, but I do want to like essentially make the orchard here a little bit nicer. Yeah, this game is super addicting, and maining a game like LEGO Fortnite, I love to build, so I like games like this where it's like a marathon, not a race, and you kind of just pick at little things more, you just keep building and building and building and building. So I need to make like an area to walk up into. I'm wondering if I take out one of these middle ones, because this has a nice little walk-up area, because I don't have a lot of room over here. I'll probably just do more fences to like block this off, and then I'll make like an official entrance, even though I'll personally fly over here most of the time with Magnemite. But I think I take something like these Chesto trees, and then I take out the little canals there, and I just move them. I think I've got at least space for one more tree. I don't remember if there's even another tree, but I do have these ones set up, and then I can set up the Chestos here, leaving myself a path over there. So let's set that up real quick. So we leave 2 spaces and then do a trench. But how have you guys been in general? I'm still even debating whether I'm going to end up going to Brick World Chicago this year. Things have just been tight lately. And yes, I could do Graveler here too, but then I would probably accidentally hit all the other blocks that I don't want to. Inevitably. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. What month are you guys? Did you guys plan on doing that in? Because that's obvious. That's way more manageable, being right next door, geographically. I do love the creative controls, though. There's, like, you can do replacing, you can place things in, like, mass amounts. It's really nice being able to just swap, like, hot swap bricks out like I just did there. And then, like, here, if I want to add the grass back, it's so easy. Just use the replace tool. Boom. 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 Oops, missed spot. Oh, looks like there's a bunch of... Here. Let's place... Oops. I actually didn't mean to do that many. And then we just needed a couple right here. Oop. I could just, like, see through the grass down there. It was bugging me. August? Okay, that's super doable. Oh, can I not break the fences? I didn't realize that. That's kind of lame. These, we can just break the block below it. Oh, it still doesn't break them? I thought it would. What? Boo! Let's do some more. Oops, I'm not in Magnemite form. Here, we can just cover this up a little bit more, too. Okay, that should work. Maybe come over a little more. We can, like, have a little bit of an overhang. Small gripes, I can't have grass spots underneath like that. It'll bug me so much if I leave it like that. All right, that's good. And then now we just replace what we want with grass. Easy peasy. Boom. It's easier to go in first with dirt because you can't really, it's hard to like read exactly what's going to be the top layer at the current moment or not. Okay, and then here I just want to replace, actually this I do need is dirt. I lied. At least this stuff. Because we're just going to cover all this anyway. So I might, so basically what I'm doing here, it doesn't seem like it, but this is almost, other than doing Graveler, this is a good way while you're building to like hot swap, pieces that you know you're going to need in a second, because why leave all this grass underneath? Because if you leave that grass underneath, you're going to need to put your own grass pieces on top anyway. So now we actually place grass on top, and so that way the grass underneath isn't wasted and we actually collected all that grass. Oh, I can't build until I get rid of that. Sick. The replace and place feature with Magnemite is amazing. Also, this is going to sound stupid. If you find yourself like me and you're a builder with Magnemite, there is a slightly frustrating animation that you can cancel. So yes, it's an animation cancel tech in Animal Crossing, but when you transform into Magnemite, watch like for a second. If you don't move, so like a lot of times if you're building, you'll probably just be sitting still. If you sit still, you have to do this little animation of him like flopping around before you can open up your inventory. However, if when you transform, you just move around, you can open up your inventory like immediately. It sounds dumb, but if you're opening and closing your inventory like a million times while you're building, it does stack up, and it does make your life a little more convenient, I found. Just gonna cover that up. Just like that. So I need to make these longer. I totally can. We'll still leave that little cave entrance there. I don't know if I'll do something with that later. I tried to like leave certain things as is and play around them. Like certain things I'll use into like the scheme of everything that's going on, but other times I'll like completely terraform something. Because this didn't need more room, but I wanted some space to like put some more deco and stuff in. Or extend some of these trees if I needed to. Like even here, I kind of want to... You know, maybe I do cover this up. Because I could always make like another entrance to it if I really wanted to. Plus, it's not super important. It's just a little cave that spits out over here. I mean, I could even probably... Shoot, I could do a tunnel that starts here, goes forward, goes under all of this, and then pops out down there, where I've also probably going to do some builds. But for everybody who's wasn't here at the beginning and who is just joining us, let me show you some of my progress that I've been making in the main area on Withered. These houses are still work in progress. The house itself, like the shape of it, is gonna I like the design of them. Just simple, tiny houses for a little town area here. But the walls and the roof textures, I'm probably gonna swap up at some point. You can even see them like re-experimenting with that stone one right there. So I kind of need more space to walk this way. I don't have to cover it up completely right now, I guess. However, I will take all of this dirt, or all this grass. This is how you, like, continuously don't run out of grass without, like, you don't have to farm it. There we go. I got a little bit of a walkway going all the way up the steps here. Alright, now I think we were going to move the chestos here so we can make like an actual viable path. And then we just replant them. right over here. Just like that. And this one will be, once I get that tree grown, I'll be able to 3D print and make more. I suppose I could make these like another tree longer too. Because I'm not sure how far this one block of water will go. So this will be the perfect place to make a little entrance. It's already got a little built-in walkway there. So let's get the water back. Boom. All right, we got us a path. I'll probably end up making a dirt path anyway, but we got ourselves a path. Something like that. Solid. Solid. And then this, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this yet. I might put some actual house. Yeah, I think I'll probably just put some like nice little cottages, kind of like similar to what they got going on here. Is this painted black? What kind of roof is that? Sloped tiled roof? I swear I have that, and it looks blue, but it looks black out in the sun right there. Might as well. It's the great thing, too, is you can just take, like, little details from nearby, and eventually you'll have to decorate that area, too, but... Or not have to, but you might want to. So, like, all this stuff. It's a good vibe up here. Probably what I'll put up here anyway. But maybe not. Because here, I want to make, like, a path with, like, some picnic tables and stuff. I think that would be kind of neat. didn't want like a perfect path. And then now we got those. I don't know, do I guess I could place a few more. So let's get that one. I guess it's still straight. I've just got some other stuff off to each side. Because I don't want it to be just a straight shot through, you know what I mean? What's this? This is Pokemon Pokopia. It's for the Switch too. But this is my tree farm slash orchard. So we gotta make it look pretty too. I don't know what I'm building right now, and just like my LEGO Fortnite tips that I give people when you're building, if you're kind of like not stuck, but like if you don't know what you want to work on like next immediately, work on the parts that you know you needed to fill in or were repetitive and you put off until later, like these fences. Like I can really do these at any time, but in a moment like this where I'm kind of like, oh, what do I do next? Oh, I might as well just knock this out. It's going to take me time one way or another anyway. I'm going to leave that stuff there just because I don't know exactly what I want to do with it yet. We can clean this up. We'll wait till we get here. And then I kind of want to just get like boxes and crates and stuff. I should have a decent stock of stuff that I've looted. We got a worn wooden crate. Sandbags would look like seed bags and stuff almost. I think those would make a good vibe going on out there. Just take a couple of birdhouses, why not? Some signs. What else would go good up in that area? Oh, I could set up like the picnic basket and stuff. We can put a hammock out there. I don't know if I want garbage cans. It's a little too industrial. Flower table, lunchbox. Let's bring all this kind of like cute type stuff. Planters for some gardens. Start that. And then I swear I had like barrels. Maybe they're in my bag still. Oh, I have another box of stuff. Maybe they're in here? No. Picnic blankets in there. Also, I want to see what painting the picnic blanket looks like. I noticed I could actually paint it. I don't have any of the materials on me, but I wanted to see. Oh, cool, okay. And then what is the secondary? Oh, the border, I see. What's the default? Like a washed out yellow almost. This yellow definitely brings it out way better. The green looks nice too. So does the blue. Purple, actually, purple looks really nice. Like that. I thought I had more of those barrels. Did I like use them all for something? I swear I had more barrels. What do you want, Tink? Oh, cool. A carrot. What's up, doctor? How are you doing today? What's this? This is what I built off stream the other night. Yeah, this came out a little bit over a week ago. It's like Minecraft and Animal Crossing had a baby. That's what a lot of people are equating it to. But yeah, all this is custom in here that I've got. The world, it leaves you like an open world to basically rebuild. But this, last night, I took like a couple hours and really went ham on this area and made... Because one, I love these Pokeballs. Two, I needed to start moving some Pokemon into singular prefab houses like this, so that way other Pokemon wouldn't despawn, because you can only have about 30 Pokemon in your area at once before they do start to despawn. So I got 6 Pokemon in the house over here. We got Hoodoo, Hiploop, whatever that one's name is, Hiplup. I can never remember all those. Goomy, I think his name is. No, that's Goomy. This one's something, Gulpins. Goomy, Shellos. They're all ones that like didn't have super important tasks. And then another thing because all the Pokemon have essentially different abilities and attributes. So I have right now I need to actually build this house, because the only reason I have it built like this is so it counts as an animal or a Pokemon enclosure or house. And so here I've got, what's his name again? Haxorus, Torkoal, I think is his name. And then I will never remember the other two. It'll take me a while to remember the other two's names. But what's really nice, this guy, he has the specialty litter and chop. So literally, he'll litter logs, and then they'll put them into these community chests. And then because he has chop, he'll litter the logs, put them in the chest, and then he'll take the logs out, chop them into lumber, and then put those back in the chest automatically. So every time I come here, there'll be just lumber here sitting for me. And then what's also cool is I have what I have to... Oh, actually, he doesn't... So he has litter and chop, but he needs another Pokemon who has gather, which is this Pokemon. So he drops the wood on the floor. Tarkol gathers it, puts it in the chest, so he can then cut it. And then here, there's 2 other Pokemon. They're kind of floating around somewhere else. I don't even know where they're at. What's this guy's name? This guy, Glamora, and his first evolution, they litter too, but they litter iron. So Tarkol will also pick up the littered iron and put it in. You can see there's actually some right there. So there's iron ores that Glamora littered, and then Tarkol will gather it and put it in here. And then what's really nice is after Tarkol, he won't automatically smelt it, but then I can come here, grab the iron ore, and then put the iron ore in here. And what's good about Tarkol is not only does he have gather, but he also has burn. So he's able to then, all in this one setup, I'm getting lumber and iron ingots. So this is a very synergetic combo I've got going on here. When are you going to play Fortnite? Either new updates, new content, or if they lift and can resolve the overall lag and instability that at least I experience on an absolute continuous basis. Just getting my gold cow collected the other day, it was just a lag fest. I was flying my vehicle around to try to find it, and it was just the same story of just rubber banding, inputs for my thrusters being late, delayed, and all janky. It just makes it not a fun experience for me to play for hours at a time, because, you know, when you're playing a game, usually it's because you like it and you want to play it somewhat efficiently, and then you have something like lag or rubber banding that adds time to every task. it starts to get really demoralizing. But yeah, this is the only really area that I've... See, over here is just a massive habitat still. Like, all of this is still going to be redone. Like, this is not finished. Like, that's... This is technically not even been started. It looks started, but it's really just because this is literally where the game starts you. But I've built pretty much everything in frame here. And then out there, you can see it. This is like just it doesn't randomly generate. The world will be the same for everybody. It's not like a... Oh, damn, what? Damn it. I was just about to collect that too. Rip. But there's so much. And this is just the one Withered Wastelands. There's 4 different zones. Because it's not infinite, and you can't actually see all the blocks out there. Once you get to this point where you start getting, like, snow in your face or something. I can't tell what that's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be just cold air. Technically, this is the end of the zone. But either way, the zone is still huge. Because as you can see, we're getting essentially almost out of render distance from the stuff over there. And then we can go out to about, I think it's like pretty much right where the stuff starts to turn into dry. And I'm guessing they'll expand too. Like, I don't know if they're planning that or if that's just ambiance, you know, you gotta add filler for the background. But this one zone you can see is pretty massive. Like, not infinitely big, obviously, but like to the point where if you're like just this little hill right here. I mean, if you wanted to build some houses and some stuff up here, it would take you several hours. And then we've got, looks like, oh, hit the border again, right there. And then we can go to here, all the way out on top of this cave. How much further we can go? Nope, still the line is right there. And then that's technically Pallet Town. You can't actually go on that bridge. It's just like a loading screen thing. And then there's an entrance to another zone. And we go back around here. So you can see my orchard was over there, and then we stretched. So, again, kind of giving you guys an idea for the size of the world if you haven't played or seen anybody play this yet. And if you're wondering, flying as Magnemite isn't something you unlock until you, like, pretty much beat the game. So it's not this easy to explore and traverse until you've done quite literally, like, everything. Not everything, but they're like the main story. But as you can see, just tons of space. You could even, like, as long as you're, like, right here, as long as you're not going out of the limits, which it looks like it ends right about where that is. Like, you could go out to here. Oh, man, okay. We're going. Man, okay, there's a ton of space out here. Okay, wow. So look, you could even technically terraform all this. It would be hard. It would be more of a floating island because I don't know if you can build down that far. Can you drown? Oh yeah, you could place the pieces down here. You're just gonna drown eventually. But like, you could literally invent your whole island, your own island over here. You don't have to like color in the lines, so to speak. But I'm not quitting LEGO Fortnite by any means, so don't worry, guys. However, I gotta find some other stuff to keep my mind and streams occupied, because I don't want to not stream, obviously. However, this could be a good time to just, like, maybe just go a little slower, don't stream right now, and just post some videos and actually just focus on that. But I'm such a person of indecision. I never know what to do with my time efficiently. It's a curse I have. Maybe you guys know. Yeah, LEGO has been so laggy for me that it's been the whole reason I haven't been playing. So I haven't decided yet because we haven't gotten there, obviously, but there's a good chance that I will demolish a good chunk of this wall and this mountain right here. So, like, this open area will connect with this open area. Like, I'm not going to break it all the way over to here, but I feel like a good slab slice off of this mountain to combine these two areas, so I can kind of have a bigger, like, almost like city area. Because I want to have, like, this area is like almost small town, That'll be like open wilds. That'll kind of be like maybe a garden, like up there. Maybe I'll make like a cool, pretty flower garden area. Because up here we've got the orchard, or my tree farm. But then we've got so much other space to fill. It's kind of just like fill it how you want, make it cozy. I honestly, the update they did a couple days ago, like, absolutely gutted my frames per second. I used to get, and it always fluctuates every update. They either optimize or screw something up. But I would normally, even on max settings, I would get like about 100, maybe a little bit more, 100 FPS. After the update, I'm getting like literally 40 FPS in places I would formerly get like over 100. And you can feel it. It's like choppy. Like it's not like complete slideshow status, but it's close. I should probably go do some other progression stuff too, because I've been so focused on building. I want to also unlock, because I have this Poke Center at level 10, but obviously it's not the case with all of them. Oh, these will make, I forgot I can make carts. I just forgot to, here, let's keep working on the orchard. I forgot I can go, I was just checking through my back stash of items. I didn't even go through the items I could craft that I currently don't have any of. Let's just go through the whole list here. Because I feel like for the orchard, I could throw, like, Vespaquin, however you say that one. That'd be a cool one to put up there. We definitely need a couple of picnic baskets to throw up there. That'll make a good, like, orchard vibe. What else? Oops, fireplace, bookshelves, cleaning supplies. Make like a handful of pinwheels, like here and there. Never go wrong. I need to do more of these vine wall decorations too. I didn't even think about these. I got a butt ton of those. Some more planters. Oh, I'm running low on brick. Maybe not right now. Because the other thing is I don't have to make every Pokemon like a inside house. I can give some of them like cute habs in certain areas. Can almost never have enough of these signs. Yo, cool cheese. What's going on? Welcome in. What else? I think some mushroom. I don't have a ton of mushrooms though. Like never farm those. Because I could put like mushroom lamps up there. I think it would be a nice ambiance for orchard. Should also like maybe consider using some other kind of fence piece too instead. Crazy seeing you play something not Fortnite though. But I took my skills with me. Don't worry. And I'm not leaving LEGO Fortnite. But it's been pretty grim lately with the level of lag and instability I've been experiencing whenever I log in. But I made myself a little Poke Camp. What's the official name? Like your 6 Pokemon? That's just called your team, right? That's what they refer to it. Is it just like, I couldn't remember if there was another name. I was trying to find a cute name because there's 6 Pokeballs in there. So it's like, if you think about it, it's like if it's a little pocket verse. This is what I imagine all the Pokemon live like when they're inside their Pokeballs. But yeah, I spent a couple hours off stream last night, kind of making this area nice. I think I need to make a video about this for people, because I don't think I've seen it yet. Because you see a lot of people's beautiful builds and stuff that people are posting, and then most of the content creator community is just posting. It seems like they're giving credit where credit's due, but half the content I see is people just showing off other people's work. But when you see those videos, you're like, how the heck do they do it? A lot of it is really just clutter control. I can probably make this even better if I kind of changed up the color of some of the grass and kind of, instead of being monotone grass, it would look a little more colorful. But Magnemite mode is your key to cluttering. That and leafage. Magnemite and leafage. One, because Magnemite is able to pick up items in their... You can even pick up see this rock? How normally... Like, let's say you pick this up. Right? So let's say you pick up this rock. Now it just becomes a stone. You can't place this down anywhere. So instead of it being an item, it's now like an inventory item. But with Magnemite, literally everything you can just hold long press Y, and now it's in my hand and I can replace it, or I can swallow it, and instead of it becoming a stone, now it's just a stone. Yeah. So now instead of this being a stone that you can process stuff with, it's a stone that you can decorate with. So that is huge. And then also stuff like the tree trunks, you can pick those up, put them in your inventory, and then now you've got this driftwood that you can put anywhere. So that goes for trees. You can transplant trees that way. So I can just put this tree over here now. And then same with literally any of the other foliage or like the big rocks. That's how I got these 3 big rocks. These stones here weren't originally there. So it's not, remember while you're out on Cloud Islands and all that kind of stuff, just start storing these in your pocket, because obviously you can't craft these. So it's really nice to be able to kind of just have them in your back pocket to zhuzh up the place. It just adds, it's so much better than just grass, right? And so like this driftwood looks amazing when you throw it at the bottom of a waterfall. And then you kind of just randomly throw vines. So the other thing that I was mentioning was leafage. Leafage, you all know if you hit the grass, it brings up the regular grass or whatever. But if you aim at a wall, like here, so if I short press, it will do like a regular vine like that, right? If you look at that square and you do a long press, and you have to be you have to be on the side of the brick, right? If you're on top of the brick, it makes grass. When you're to the side of the brick, it makes those. So long press gets you a vine that goes all over the brick. A short press gets you like the vine that you can climb. Then if it's stone, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. If it's stone, the vines are still the same. Where's a rock I can do without goofing something else up. So it works on rocks too. You can long press for vines, short press for the other vine. However, when you're on top of rock, if you do the regular leafage, you get moss. I think most people learn that through the natural gameplay. But it's nice because you can also go in there, and if I wanted to, I could add some moss blocks just by adding some stone instead of, so like, where would be a good one? Like one where you wouldn't see the side of it, but that's probably what I'm going to do here is turn at least a handful of these into stone, because otherwise the wall doesn't look as natural when it's all dirt. I don't think all dirt makes sense. Usually where a waterfall would be, there'd be like maybe some stone, you'd think. Oh, the Pokeballs. So these, what, I think it was from Porygon. Now I can't remember. I think it was Porygon, because Porygon gets you the recipe. Once you find Porygon, he'll teach you the recipe for the wireless transmitters. That's how I'm getting power over here without power lines. These little gold blocks, these are wireless power transmitters. So they do the same thing as a light pole, but without all the wires. So I think after you do that and he gives you that quest, I think he gives you the recipe for the Pokeballs. It's a little scratchy in my brain now, but I think that's where I unlocked it. They can only hold one Pokemon each, but they're fantastic, obviously. What should I do in LEGO Fortnite? Is the golden cow already gone? I can't remember the dates that was supposed to be, but this is what they look on the inside. They're fantastic. Small. You technically can't even see these squares on the outside. You can't even build or go there. Since it's circular, it gives you a square area to build in. What do you want? The only reason I even take half this time they give you kind of not garbage, but stuff you're really not too interested in. Yo, baby Liv, welcome in. Are you a Pokopia fan or are you one of my LEGO Fortnite people? It's hard to remember everybody's name throughout the years now I've been playing, but welcome in or welcome back, either way. Maybe I start working on my storage area soon, because like this is all just impromptu, like thrown together, so I was progressing at the time. Looks like these are still waiting to process. I should at least bring a Pokemon that has Grow over here. I just don't think there's any way for them to get up here. There's not like a singular path. This is kind of like, you know, because all of it's creative. This just gives me more landscape to work with. Because on Pallet Town, if I wanted to build like mountains, I'd actually have to like terraform those. Because there's a couple of hills in Pallet Town. I think there's like 3 main hills that you can go that are already there. But for the most part, this gives me something more to like get right into without having to do like major terraforming just to start. Like as much as I, you know, what's nice is it's also really flat. So if I did want to build like a really kick-ass, like just big city from a flat ground, that would be cool. But no, I've mostly focused here so far. I'll show you my Pallet Town. It's honestly, it's a mess right now. Everywhere. So like here's nice, but see over here, this is pretty much what all of my other zone areas look like. It's just habitat next to habitat. I haven't moved animals out of their original habitats for the most part. But I do have tons of fun Pokemon over there. I got all the evolutions. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I got all the evolutions a couple days ago. It's just a grinding process. I didn't use the printer for any of them either. I actually did all the quests. Pikmin, what's going on? You're just grinding XP maps on Fortnite? As much as I play LEGO, maybe not this season, maybe this season we'll have to do it. Because with my normal playtime in LEGO Fortnite, I like, without even trying most seasons, we'll get to like level 4 or 500. However, I think after Withered, I don't know if I'll do something in Palette right away, but I really do. Bleak Beach gives me a lot of inspiration. I feel like that's a good place to make a city that already has like a lot of features already there for you. Because like if you had if I do a city in Pallet Town, like it would be, I'm going all out. Like I would do, like I would go so far as to like, you know how at the Silphco building that you rebuild, you know how on the streets on the underneath they even I don't think they're functional, but they put pipes under the streets. Dude, I would do everything. I'd make like a sewer with pipes going under the roads, like, because like that's got so much openness. I don't have to worry about that's the good thing about Pallet Town is if you want to build flat, you don't have to unterraform. So here's my mess of a Pallet Town. And hey, at least I got all the evolutions in one spot, right? What do you want, Flareon? Yeah, I'm fantastic. I'm amazing. Give me stuff. Damn. But here I got lots of great Pokemon. I'll find a spot for them eventually. Yeah, Pikmin, have you it's been out for a little bit over a week now, like 10 or 12, something like that days. It's called Pokemon Pokopia. And yes, I'm not quitting Lego, but damn, with the amount of lagginess. Oh, finally! This is a really rare Pokemon we're about to get. This is the last one I need out of this habitat, and I think it's Magnezone. I don't even have it, like, the hint for it yet. I think it's Magnezone. Let's find out together. Magnezone. Magnezone. Yes! I love you. Look at those derpy eyes. I love him. Not an intruder. I mean, technically, I think you were probably supposed to spawn in, like, Skylands. Not supposed to, but, like, that's, I think, where you discover the habitat. See, I had this habitat forever, and I had Electabuzz and Magneton already, but I was just, it took forever for this to spawn. Yeah, I ended up going digital, too. But, like, at the end of the day, the cartridge is really just a glorified digital copy at this point. I feel like at any day, they could just, like, update. I guess if you don't go online, you would be able to play it, but like they could just like shut it down if they wanted to. But yeah, I've done quite literally nothing but make my Pokemon happy here. Which, by the way, oh, looks. Did I already gain a level for doing nothing? Oh, maybe they just got happy while I was gone. Well, that was convenient. Ooh. So this is why you want to level up your Pokemon centers. Not only can you buy, like, this is a one-time buy. I imagine you can build that. You get the recipe for it yourself. But this part of the shop is one-time buys, or sometimes they have, like, this has 5 in stock, which actually I should buy an ass ton of water. Just to, I didn't even think about that. It's just good to have so you can spit out water when you need to. We got 1 Poke Medal. Yoink. Anything else I need? And then these are daily. If you have a recipe in the daily item section, just buy it. You don't know when you're gonna get that recipe again or naturally. So like you definitely want to be buying the daily recipes that you get a chance to. And then down below the prefabs is the actual recipes you can buy. If it has a hammer next to it, that means you're buying the recipe. If it doesn't have a hammer next to it, you're just buying that item that time. So you're not like you can't make more of them. If it has the hammer, these are recipes. So then once you buy it, then you can go to your crafting bench and keep making them. But you want to, every time you level up, you'll get more recipes. As you can see, they get pretty pricey. So I couldn't even buy a fraction of the store right now if I wanted to. So you kind of got to pick and choose your battles. But I usually wait for blocks. Every time you level up, it'll generally unlock a block or 2 that you can get for a recipe. And generally, I will spend my money on those because I want to, over everything else, I want to be able to build structures. But at the same time, look how expensive the decor recipes are. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Just for the wall light switch, 1,000. 500 per chair, you know what I mean? Granted, you're getting the recipes for them, so. favorite Pokemon? Dude, it's so tough. It's so tough to pick. Like, Blastoise is probably, like, childhood favorite. But then I've always had a thing for Magmar and Electabuzz were always, like, favorites of mine when I was younger. Now that I'm older and, like, I've discovered newer generations of Pokemon after being out of it for a while, like, I really like Goldango. He's really cool. He's like a golden Slim Jim. I don't know why I like him so much. Like, the design, other than just being pure eye candy for me, I couldn't tell you why I like it. Who else? I'm trying to think of, like, my first-gen homies. I love Psyduck. Psyduck's one of my favorites. He's just cute. Goofy. Oh, for the money for the recipes, you earn through challenges through the Pokemon Center. So, like, you saw me just turn in a couple of them. So, find Pokemon to get 500. You get daily challenges, but mostly just completing these, as well as there's a thing called the stamp card. So, every day, when you go to your Pokemon Center, like right now, you can see I added the Zapdos stamp today. You can go to your Pokemon Center once a day and add a stamp. There's 5 stamp spaces, and obviously, I think the periods are weeks. They're a week long, so you have 7 days to collect 5 stamps. However, if you go to your friend's island, you can get a stamp off of their Pokemon Center, and it's one Pokemon Center you get 1 stamp per world per day. So even though you have like 5 Pokemon Centers in your world, doesn't matter which one you go to, you'll get 1 stamp for your world for that day. But then you can go to your friend's world and get a stamp. And you think, well, why would I want more stamps if there's only 5 spaces? Well, as you can see, they are different. Zapdos is a legendary, Articuno is a legendary, so they have the legendary borders. And then Meowth is more like a common stamp. So you're hoping for rarer stamps. And the rarest one you can get is a Mew stamp. And each one of those stamps is worth a different amount of coins. I can't remember. Mew is worth like 2,000. It's worth like 2,000 shop coins. The legendaries, I think, are worth like a few hundred or something like that, or like 500. And then like the common ones are worth like maybe like 100 or something like that. So at the end of the week, when the stamp period is over, you turn in your stamp card and you get coins based on what was on your stamp. So ideally, you'd like to be able to, you know, go to your town daily, go to your friend's towns daily, and the best stamp card would technically be 5 Mews, which would get you like 10K. So that's how, like, other than challenges, your stamp card is fairly important. So you have the potential to earn between a couple hundred coins and 10,000 coins per week, essentially. No, Doctor, I think they're with Switch, you can. It's still going to be on the console, but it's whether you do you want the little Switch 2 microchip for the game, like the cartridge, essentially, or do you just want to download it onto your console and play it, which is the digital. But honestly, dude, because I've been a PC gamer for like the past 10 years now, pretty much. I haven't owned a console, not like out of spite or like dislike or anything. I've just been PC gamer, been pretty happy with it. I haven't played a console since I was like a teenager, and playing this and playing the Switch is like, dude, I kind of forgot how nice it is to sit on the couch and play video games, or sit in my bed and play video games, because when it comes to PC gaming, you've got to like, it's like an occasion. You gotta, you don't have to dress up, but like, you know, you probably want to put some pants on at least to go into your gaming room, and you gotta be there. You gotta be present in an area, sitting up, which is still like relaxing to an extent. Don't get me wrong; it's not like sitting is uncomfortable, but compared to a couch, obviously a couch is more comfortable than an office chair, I would argue. So I was like, oh my god, it's great being able to couch game. I don't know. That's the other thing I haven't determined yet, Pikmin. If it's the stamps are random, I really don't know too much of the mechanics. Still learning, but I would imagine that would be a way to do it. Like if you know, like I think, like I don't know if my stamp, because it still shows it. If you go to like it says stamp rally, today's stamp is Zapdos. So I don't know if it would generate a new one or if that's the one that like my visitor would get. You're probably right, and that's probably the one my visitor would get. So it's like, yeah, if you get a Mew, it's like post it on the Reddit so everybody can spam your island. Thing is, you got to be careful because you can only invite people to your pallet town. They can't go to like where I was building before. But like if you're building stuff here and you invite people here and they come to get your stamp, technically they could do more than just get your stamp, and they can't take items from you. I think like it goes into like a separate inventory when they're on this island, but they can absolutely destroy stuff if they wanted to. So be careful who you give your code out to or making your world public. Oh. It was like a quest prompt, but I never had a quest for it even. But yeah, this is my pallet town. It is a absolute disaster. But I do got Blastoise over here. My boy. Oh. Too much stuff. Oh no. I don't want to drop anything. This is like a game. Technically, if you drop stuff, it like never despawns. Unless I think you hit like the ground limit. I noticed some volcanic ash I think was despawning at some point when I was playing. Did I have a chest with me? Aha. It'll be fine if we leave a few things here, right? Whoa. Okay, we're gonna leave some lumber here. We got too much. Too much lumber. Oops. No, I swear I'm selecting cut. Oh. I guess it just wasn't in inhale range. So what's cool is, like I was telling you earlier about how the Pokemons have jobs, because I have like an iron and a lumber farm going with a certain Pokemon setup. What's cool is certain Pokemon have the ability grow. Like, what's this guy's name? Rowlet. So he has, if I go into the Pokedex here, you can see, where is he? Where are you? Go to his, he's got the specialty grow. So if they've already sprouted, but it's nice. The wheat, whenever you harvest it, it needs to grow into a sprout again, and it'll start as just like a dirt patch. But since his home is here, he'll literally chill here, and anytime the plants need to be, he'll do his grow ability, and it like makes the grow time overall shorter. Also, where do I get Electrode? I got Voltorb the other day, and I'm like, Electrode and Voltorb. Those are also so, like, I know it's like the dumbest thing. Like, because it's like one of the, like, potentially least original Pokemon. It's just a Pokeball. But I don't know what it is about him. I love the design. It's just a ball with some eyes. But it's all in the eyes. They're mean eyes. They look good. Whoa. You just eating berries over here, bruh? Yeah, that's my pallet town. Actually, let's chill here for a minute, since I've got a bunch of toys and decorations on me. I guess let's just go to everybody, but let's see if we can focus. Yeah, just mostly everybody. Let's just go on a spree. Let's try to get this up to 10 real quick. Like I said, leveling up your Poke Centers should be a fairly important focus for you. Reason being is they get you the recipes that you're going to inevitably want. Oh. Wait, no, you like sweet stuff. That'll be better. I forgot those red ones aren't technically sweet. They're like neutral. Just gonna try to win everybody over here. I can't remember what the others' favorites are. So you can look and see, you can go to their information, see how it says favorite. They like, so some of the stuff is like for their environment, like water, shiny stuff, cute stuff, glass stuff, group activities. Group activities, I think, actually counts as, like if you have them build something, like just work on a prefab, they like that. And then but they like sweet flavors, so you can check what kind of food they like. And if you give them that type of food, I don't know officially how much better it does, but it gets up their happiness rating more than any other food would, essentially. They said that was my favorite, and then let's see what Umbria, I have no idea. Most of them like the same thing. See, he likes bitter. I can't remember. What is bitter? I have a little cheat sheet here that I copied off the Reddit. It is... I need bitter is roast potato or seaweed. You may have a potato. And then Jolteon, don't remember what you like, so we'll check. Spicy, which can be a carrot, or I think there's one other thing, but... And another thing you can do is, what I'm going to do here in a second, is you ask them what you can do to make them happier, and they'll usually tell you, like, oh, just, you know, put this by my house, or put that by my house. Did I already give you something? I can't remember. I must have. The heart didn't go over their head. And then I don't think I fed Vaporeon yet. You like sweet stuff too. Good. Because once I get the village rating to 10, I think it can drop again, but at that point I'll hopefully have bought the recipes that I want. Let's see what Scizor likes. Scizor is also, like, Scizor, Scyther, Pinsir, Heracross, dude. Their designs are so cool, dude. I have too many favorites. He likes bitter. So this is how I think building, like just building more habitats also gets your village rating up, but having more Pokemon in general. Because if you add a Pokemon, I think no matter what, none of them can give you like negative rating. It's just like they give you more rating. So like a Pokemon at Iffy is still worth more than no Pokemon. So like there's ways to it, but once I have like a good population going, usually I'll just run around and feed them, ask them what they want for their habitat, and then the rating skyrockets. Wait, like spicy. What do you want, Magby? Oh, I hate this game, but it'll make them... If you play the game with them, it makes them happier, but I hate this game. Literally, it's a coin flip. The point of this game is you guess which way they're going to look. So you literally look left or right. Oh, I lose. If you look the same way they do, you win. Yup, I lost. Oh, man. And if you win, they'll give you an item, sometimes a recipe, I think. But I never win. It's like best 2 out of 3. But either way, playing the game in general will make them happy. So I humor them. Sour. Which one's sour? Like the roust or something. A spear and a tomato. No, it's there's about, I think there's just over, what is it, 300 Pokemon in the game, but they're all the same for everybody. So we were at like the beginning of 7. And now we're at like almost 7.5, so we're working pretty good. See how there's a little arrow going up? I think that means they just moved up to that category from the other category. So let's just keep making everybody happy. What do you even like, Tyranitar? Spicy. A carrot for Tyranitar. Because you don't have to continue to do this either. Once they're happy, they're pretty much happy. I don't think they go back down unless you, like, literally take away their home and make them homeless. No, I don't think this connects to home. With your with the home thing, would you actually have to, like, if you transfer them to like one of your console games, do you lose the Pokemon in Pokemon Go, or is it more just like copying it and you just have to like obtain it to like have it in your Go storage or your home storage? Because I haven't played a Pokemon game since Ruby. Or Pokemon Go. I mean, if you count Pokemon Go, I participated in that for a little bit. But as far as, like, Pokemon games, it was probably Ruby and Sapphire was the last game I played. Oh, sick. That's really interesting, though, that they even let you cross between Go and regular games. Did I ever get Jolteon? Because he was still, like, lower on the list. I feel like he would have been higher if I did feed him. Oh, once you leave, they leave home. They're in that game. I see. What? I know you're gonna give me an item. Everybody wants to give me items right now. I know. I wonder, can I put down a community chest, and will they put those damn prompt items in there without like? I wonder. That's not it. Like, if I put down one of the community boxes, will they stop bugging me and just, like, can I just expedite it into the box and then just collect from the box every once in a while? Because that would be freaking way better than all of them bugging the crap out of me every time they want to give me 3 or, like, a carrot. Like, yes, I appreciate it, bro, but I don't need a dialogue for that every time. Blastoise, what you eat? Sour? What's sour? Sour is the... Wait. I thought spicy was the tomatoes. Spicy is just carrot. Okay. Yeah, a spear or tomato for sour. Oh, I'm sure there's some tech to it, right? There always is. What is magnezone like? It looks bitter. Which again, it's gonna take me a minute to remember all these, even though it's not that much. Roast potato or seaweed. What is Voltorb like? You like bitter too. I don't know if this is the best way to level up your rating, but this is how I've been doing it. Just feeding and fulfilling their needs. Dry. So. And what did Machop like? I know I looked at him a second ago, but now I can't remember. Spicy. Carrot for Machop. I think I got the older, or the Evo fed, but I don't think I got this one. That's crazy. So, like, there's code attached that in Gen 1 they're not shiny, but in other ones they obviously would be. So, like, does that mean, like, if I were to grab my childhood blue version and transfer some of the Pokemon there, like, potentially some of those were shiny the whole time? Am I understanding that right? Oh, he knew the stats. I see. That's crazy. They had, like, so they're coded specifically to have certain stats if they are shiny or not. There's so much crazy stuff like that in every game. Sour. Sour was like tomato and stuff, right? Damn it. I'm too dyslexic for this. Yeah, sour was the tomato. What? Hopefully this goes up again then. Yep, we got 2 hard ups off that. Did I already feed this guy? No, I just looked at his Celix dry. Yeah, shiny rates are ridiculous. I'd shiny hunt in Pokemon in LEGO Fortnite, even though I already kind of do for the animal variants. But if there actually was like extremely rare ones, that would be cool. Okay, I think I've like fed literally everybody. see how much closer we are. Oh my god, it barely went up. Maybe sometimes it does take some time. Oh, Cramorant. I never fed him. And Cacturn, I don't think I fed him either. I guess I got too many Pokemon here finally. See, this is why you want to have some Pokemon in enclosed tabs. Otherwise, you'll have this where like a Pokemon doesn't spawn in and you have to call it with some honey. Bitter. I guess the legendary fish were kind of like legendaries, weren't they? I never got Bellsprout either. Dry. Closer. So now that we've fed all of them through that, now usually what I'll go back and do is you just ask them how's their comfort level, and then they'll tell you some way. I already have a wooden bench next to it that registered, so that's nice. That's a bonus. This will... Oh, shouldn't it have making gone up again? That should have given them another heart plus. Usually you can get one from feeding them and one from fulfilling their request. So he wants it to be brighter. Which we can do real quick. I just gotta get a mushroom lamp. So with this, all you need to do is build something that's in the category of what they want. Oops, nothing. And it needs to just be placed within the zone of their habitat. And I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So just build one. So he wanted more light on his habitat. So let's get us a light. And then when you go over to a habitat, you can click down on the right stick. And it'll show you their area for where you can place this item. So we can take this lamp, and so you can place this anywhere within here, and it'll register as part of his habitat, and so he can know that it's there, and then he'll like it. So that's also, so if I go over to this habitat, which doesn't have anybody there, I don't think I can even look at the border if nobody's moved in. So let's go to like his house. So as you can see, this line goes to here. And if I go to his, this line goes out to here. If they were closer together, you can have their habitats overlap. So that way, if like they both wanted a bed, putting a bed right where they meet would actually appease to both habitats at once. So there's some strategy to that because certain Pokemon like and dislike opposing things. So it's nice to be able to group certain Pokemon that like the same thing. So that way they're all benefiting from all of the same stuff. If that makes sense. Actually, I think it's just easier to feed. Oh, wait. See, sometimes it's like delayed. Sometimes you do something for a Pokemon and a little while later the stuff kicks in. New challenges. And then, ooh, a Ditto doll. That's just not even, that's not the recipe though. I still don't think I have a Ditto doll, so we'll take it anyway. It's nice to just have one of each of those kind of items to throw on a display at some point. And then we got a couple new recipes. I think I saw a couple were block recipes. There's a new one, antique chandelier recipe. Ooh, carved. Oh, and I don't even have to paint these. They just have different colors of each. Wonder if they need paint to be made though anyway. And then we got a light antique wall recipe. We're gonna buy that. I buy the wall or the block recipes first. Oh, cracked sandstone. So are these the rocks that are all over the map that look like they're like the yellow tape or yellow paint rocks, so to speak? Because that'll be nice if I want to do terraforming to be able to have as much of those as I want without having to like go and farm them. Metallic wallpaper. Ooh, that's cool. I'm not gonna spend 500 on it now. I'm kind of broke at the moment. Saving my money for all the blocks as I level up. All right at the beginning of 8. Did I ever? I don't think I ever fed Snorlax. I think he likes dry stuff. I'm trying to remember. What I need to do is where their habitats are, I just need to put a photo frame with the fruit that they like. That'd be so... Actually, not a bad idea. I don't even think I have the photo... Do I have the photo frame recipe? And I think I can... Can't I put... I don't even... I've never even tested out how to use it yet. Yeah, the frame. Let's try that real quick. So I guess right now, after I get them all the way happy, it's not like I have to go back and do it, but it's still worth the experiment. Let's see. All right, so how do we do this? Put that on the wall, and then we gotta place an... Oh, no. And then I imagine we just gotta click on it, and then we can do... Wait, what is he even like? He likes dry flavors. Aha! I guess that's the only thing to snack on around here. I mean, some of my habitats are so close that's not going to be practical. But that's actually really useful. I can remember. Did I ever feed my Munchlax? I don't think I did. I'm gonna guess you like the same stuff as Snorlax. Most of the evolutions do, but not all of them. But I imagine he likes dry as well, yeah. Problem solving. This is why we watch you? Heck yeah. Thing is, the problem shouldn't persist because, like I said, after you get your Pokemon to level 10, usually you don't need to, but it's still a fun detail to add if you did want to. Because I'm sure they'll make some updates at some point where you gotta get the Pokemon centers higher maybe, or they'll add more Pokemon centers, so it'll still be useful. Alright. Is there anything I can do for you, Blastoise? You want a toy. We can do that, because we already have some on us. I brought pinwheels. Everybody loves pinwheels. Alright. I got that thing you wanted. I guess you can. I swear I was getting them to heart up twice from feeding them separately from doing the task that they wanted. Because usually they have a little heart with an up arrow going when you complete that. See, he wants relaxation, luxury. I think I actually have a luxury bed on me. I'm not even kidding you. Perfect. Wait, no, that's a luxury couch right there. You should already have, bro. I think I already have what you need there. What? That doesn't count? Maybe that's one I already put there and he doesn't like it. You're gonna have a luxury bed on the lake. I think it has a pattern on it too. That's the other thing. You can get like fabric patterns and stuff. Got that thing you wanted. Yup. See, it didn't put the heart over his head that time, so I think you either feed them or ask them what you can do. So feeding them clearly is easier. Oh, Blastoise says he is going up. And I just did that for him, so maybe it is still working. Let's see if I can go to Voltorb or Magpie and get him, like, out of nice and into great. Because I haven't done anything for Voltorb yet. Or no, I did. I gave him the bench. Let's ask Magpie real quick. You want it to be warmer? Dog, I don't even know where your house is. Dude, I already have a fireplace there. How much more warmth do you need, dog? What? Well, we're putting a second one in. I could add a campfire too, I guess. I'm also guessing that Vaporeon and Glaceon don't very much like the heat. Magby, get over here and light your own damn fire. Come on. Get over here. Vaporeon, move! Hello? That is for you. There you go. Sometimes you actually have to, like, stand on it. Okay, you should be very pleased now. See, that could make them less happy. That's the way you can go down, is if your enclosures are a little too close to each other. So, like, in reality, I should have moved her over. I believe the benches count as relaxation. Doesn't look like it went up. No, Magby went up off that. So yeah, it looks like I can keep doing their requests and that still counts. It's just not showing over their head. Did I already ask Voltorb, or was that Magnezone? Relaxation and electronics. We already have a bench there, so let's just put a Game Boy down. Dude, 45 stream streak is insane. Means this you're even keeping up when I'm not keeping up on the streams. You're here every time I do stream. That's awesome, dude. Bop, bop. That should be what he wanted. You want relaxation? Is that one thing? Relaxation electronics? I don't think I have anything that fits that. Or I don't know what would. An electronic relax, is that like a TV or a computer? Hold on. Because I thought a TV would be like a toy, not relaxation. Wouldn't it be funny if he got up on the tripod? Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't played a Pokemon game since like Ruby or Sapphire, and then technically like Pokemon Go. It counts and it doesn't count, right? It's a Pokemon game, but it's not your traditional Pokemon game like pretty much any other one. And this is also not a traditional Lego game either, but it's on a console at least, so it's more, I don't want to say more or less official, but this is, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's really fun. Here, we don't have to keep grinding this one, but I do want to get, yeah, it's going up. We're making progress. Let's keep going. Pikmin, were you here when I was at my Withered Waste? I can't remember who all has been here for what amount of time. Did you see my Withered Wastelands builds? Because, like, this is all very cluttered and just for efficiency right now, but I am making some progress on some cozy stuff in one of the main areas. Oh. Oh, I already told him that. That's right. Perfect. Easy. Which one's your house? This one, right? What are you littering? Sticks, or is that just coming off the tree because you're hitting it? Oh, you want a toy too? Perfect. We got pinwheels for everybody. Wait, why can't I prompt you right now? I don't know what you're doing. Okay, well, he likes them. Okay. What's decoration? And I will, like, once I get the ratings up, then I'll move them out and make their habitats make sense, make them fun, make them cute, make them pretty, all that kind of stuff. But for now, I kind of just want to get the stuff. Where the hell did you go, bro? Like the size of a mountain, and I lost track of you. Well, even my LEGO Fortnite build, everything starts pretty chaotic. It's just when I get my roots in and I start going, then you'll never see clutter again. I think I already asked you. You wanted a bench and I gave it to you. All right, the bar should have gone up by now. Yep, we're getting closer. I just really need to focus on these people in the bottom row because those are ones worth the least amount of points that can get the most. So Evie, Tink, and her and Jolteon. There's her. Perfect. Both of these people are pretty low on the list. All right. You want a toy? Gotcha. And you want the decoration. Where's your house again? Which one? Which house is yours, lady? This one? This one. And then you just come with me. I'm about to put that thing at your house anyway, and you're way across the street. Come with me! And I think they just wanted a toy as well, so literally, I think it would have already counted, actually. Because I think it, like I said, yeah. See that toy I put down for the other Evo was right next to each other, so it was really beneficial. I put down one item and benefited 2 mons. Right, you want decorations. See, this is what, I don't get the combo request. When it says decoration, like, I guess you really have to know your subtypes, but the game doesn't tell you. So, like, this, you see, it's a decoration. But is it a shiny decoration? I don't freaking know. Is this a shiny decoration? Mugs can be shiny. Like, this is a decoration. Probably not shiny. Maybe... Because, like, a TV is like a toy. Like, this is a toy, not a decoration, and they want a decoration. This is a toy. That's a toy. That's a decoration, but that's not shiny. Well, Jolteon, you're out of luck. Oh. Oh, that's... I thought... I know one of these guys over here has litter and gather. One of them's gotta. All right. Oh, yay! We've done it. Another one. I think we're 9. One more, and Pallet Town is 10. Give me those recipes. And challenges. We're just gonna get that veggie one complete every time we level up and get the next one. Ooh, I saw Pokeball something. Ooh, photo cutout board. Oh, how cute. You're pulsing a minimum. I need that. Oh, it's not even the recipe. It's just the item, too. You don't even get the... I thought it was the recipe for a second. Hey, yo. Hold on. Where is that? Where did it go? Yeah. Now I just need a friend. Wait, I should go on the blue side since my hair is blue. Minim. Yeah. Yeah. I need someone else to take the picture. I can't take the picture. It's me. And now it's me. And yes, you get a ditto form. It's pretty much, this is literally just for RP. There's no use for it in the game. Like, it doesn't do anything. But it's really fun. You can play prop hunt with your buddies. Oh yeah, I guess I could screenshot it. Wait, let me see if I can get... Who's like just about as tall as I am? Let me see if I could maybe get them to stand in the right spot. Eh. It didn't work, but I got the shot. All right, so how far into 9 did we get any extra, or is it like right at the beginning? It's right at the beginning. All right, I think we'll make a second round, because I don't know if... Let's see, hold on. So they can't be any higher than awesome. I think awesome is as high as they can be. So I guess as long as I'm doing, like, helping out Pokemon, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'm not too worried about it. But we can travel to another town. Here, for those who haven't seen my Withered Wastelands yet, I've actually been starting over there and building stuff, so check this out. And then I think it's... I have 1 or 2 other Poke Centers that are 10. My Withered Wastelands is 10. Now my Pallet Town is 9. I think I had another one at 10. I think it was either... I think it was Bleak Beach. I grinded a lot. And again, parts of my Withered Wasteland are still cluttered like this. But I'm slowly, it was a lot more cluttered even yesterday. And then this is a farm that I'm going to make pretty here soon. But as we turn around, I have started, so again, clutter for Pokemon Habs until I move them out. But, and then these houses are a work in progress. I like the color I did for this one, but I'm probably going to recolor the other 3 at some point. But we've got kind of our decent, nothing too crazy going on here. But then yesterday, and that's still a whip too. I still got decorations to add over there. I just don't have a ton unlocked for decorations. However, one thing you don't need a ton of decorations for is builds like this, because you use mostly the terrain and the foliage as your decoration rather than actual decorations. But this is something I pooped out yesterday. The slowest I can scroll. Yeah. Oh, it's because I never released her. How do I get up? Oh, I just gotta get moved to the side. Because if I release her here, she'll stay here for a minute, but then she'll despawn and just go back to her house at Pallet Town. Unless I ask her to live somewhere here. But I just forgot to dismiss her. So it's really nice because it's really easy to transfer Pokemon. Because you can ask more than one to follow you. Like, you can be like, hey, come with me. Hey, come with me. And then you got these two with you. And then you could grab, I think, up to 5 at one time. But, like, I could have all these with me now. And I can teleport to, like, any one of the other regions. And they'll come with me, and then I can immediately transplant them into houses there if I wanted to. So transferring is really easy. Shellos, what are you doing over here? Your house is literally at the camp, bro. And then up here is my iron and... Bro's just vibing there. This is my iron and my lumber farm. So this guy here, Haxorus, he has the ability litter, and he also has the ability chop. When the animal and each Pokemon that has litter will litter different items. So Haxorus litters logs. And then this guy here has the ability gather. Collect is a different ability. Gather. So whatever logs he drops on the ground, he will pick up, even though there's some on the ground right now, but he will pick up the logs and put them in this community chest that's here. Yeah, thank you. That's just a separate item, but move. So he'll pick up the logs. I don't know if we can watch him do it, but he'll pick up logs, put them in this chest. And then once the logs are in the chest, since Haxorus has cut, first he litters them, he picks them up and stores them, and then once they're in storage, he can then access the storage and start turning those logs into lumber. All automated, which is really cool. And then 2 other Pokemon, you can't really see them here. Glamora, I think it is. Glamora and the other evolution, they're the only 2 Pokemon that have litter who litter iron. So I found them and put them here. So they are, you can see there's some iron on the ground. So they litter iron. He will put the iron in here. And then he smelts it on his own. So these 4 Pokemon are extremely synergetic in one house because they, like, 2 of them are littering iron for Colt Cart to pick up. He's littering lumber for Colt, and then Haxorus is cutting his own lumber that Colcart is picking up, and then Colcart is burning or smelting the iron that the other 2 are picking up. It's very fun systems that you can set up here. The automation. It's everything I still would love it if LEGO Fortnite could add some more automation besides just giving your villagers tasks and having them give you 30 items every day or so. Yeah, Pallet Town is like more of a sandbox area where it gives you really flat areas. But that's why I've been building here first too, is it's just, you've already got your areas. So like this obviously there wasn't water there. I think this brick road even originally stretched into this area a little bit. So like I definitely changed it up, but like you can either, like right here, you can choose to repair the bridge that the game put in, or you can just kind of, what I'll probably end up doing is making a bigger opening between here. I'll probably make this bigger, and then, so you make light adjustments, major adjustments. It's the best part about this game is that it's just a great template for creation. You can go with the template 100%, or you can like fight the template. And I've seen people, I think they removed like one of these entire walls. I do plan on moving like from where this tunnel is, because there's a tunnel right here that goes to the other side. I think from like here all the way until the corner, I want to remove this mountain. So that way, this open area and this open area are one. And then I can make that, I can probably keep that little passageway slim and make this like more of a little coastal area. Because like up here, I think over there, I want to do like cabins and stuff. I want to do one area that looks very like cabin. Yo, ZZ with a party of 25. Welcome in. My people. Are we Pokopia people? My main game of choice is LEGO Fortnite, so most of the raids I get are generally from people who play LEGO Fortnite. But maybe today is a bit of a change up since I'm kind of changing it up myself. Hello. Show you some of the stuff I've been working on at least. This is some stuff I pumped out off stream last night. Oh, it's my LEGO people. Okay. Can never remember. I don't know. It's hard to track all the names and that, and since I've been playing a new game, it wouldn't be surprising if I got some people from the Pokopia community over here. Either way, thank you all the same. I'm not quitting LEGO Fortnite. Don't worry, everybody. But I did have to find some other stuff to preoccupy my mind with. Yeah, over here is still a little chaotic because they still just have tons of random habitats. But I'm slowly but surely moving them out. Like, I knocked out 6 Pokemon because what's great with you only have like 30-ish Pokemon that can render in at once, and other ones will just disappear. And you can call them back. It's really easy. But if they have a enclosed house like this, if you start to hit that limit, instead of them just disappearing completely, they'll just go inside of their house. So they're there, but they're not counting towards the limit, which is kind of nice. So I've been slowly, but like this I built yesterday, mainly because I wanted to build some small enclosures. So here we've got Hoodoo, Skiploom, Jumpluff, Shellos, Gumi, and Gulpin. So now they won't count towards the render limit. No complexity. It's just for entities, rather. I guess there's an entity limit. There's no build limit. You can I'd imagine you can add as many blocks, like, because most of the time you're taking blocks from the world and just moving them. But other times you could, when you go to Dream Islands and stuff, those are regenerative islands that are separate from your world. So if you take stuff from there and bring them to your world, you're like adding new blocks, you're creating matter in your universe essentially. But I would imagine there's literally, no. There's no build limit. It's just the NPC. And it's a pretty big area, and 30 is not bad because there's 300-ish Pokemon total, and there's 5 different zones that you can have them in. So really, if you have all the Pokemon, if you have every Pokemon and you evenly distribute them, you're gonna have about 50 or 60 at each one. And if only 30 can spawn, that means at each place you need about 30 enclosures so they're not disappearing on you. But I'll show you an example. So let's say that, let's see if I can find one. I don't think Slowking. Yeah, Slowking. Slowking is currently despawned because there's too many Pokemon in this area. It's really easy because even if you don't have an enclosure, it doesn't do anything. But if you want to just call them back real quick, you use the honey item. So you pull it out, and while see how it says now I'm in Venusaur's habitat from being right here. If I'm right here, then I'm in Slowking's habitat. Once you're in their zone and it's registering in the top left, you can click the honey, and it will literally just spawn them in. So if you need a Pokemon that's unrendered, it's not like they're hard to get to. It's just that, if you want, what's good about adding the houses, I guess, is if that is a Pokemon that's chosen to unrender, they'll just go to their house instead of just being in virtual nothingness space. So you could go back to their house. You could still use the honey to call them out, but at least it would prevent them from spawning. So right now, I would probably want to put at least another 5 Pokemon into a enclosed prefab like this. Like if you have to crawl inside of it, that means it's an enclosed habitat. So Cubone, he'll never despawn because he'll just be in here. Yes, exactly. While sitting on my couch. Not that I couldn't do this on stream, but like it is a little more relaxing when you're kind of just chilling there. Over here, I'm still kind of iffy on this raised part. It's almost too small to make it work how I want to. It's nice, but I wanted like more room for the vending machine and maybe a little more seating. Oh yeah, it's a habitat, isn't it? I haven't discovered that habitat. I thought I already did all the vending machine habitats. Yeah, because I swear I got Grubbin already. I guess there's a rare one that can still spawn, so it's good that I have this habitat chilling here now. Win! How serendipitous. So here I can add, like, a little table or something. I'm thinking about what I could add there. It's kind of a boring-looking table, but I figure, like... Oh, you know what? Maybe switch these. Hold on. Honestly, one of the nicer... Here, hold on. I think I can just buy one real quick. Not the recipe, but I think there's like a nicer table here that I could buy real quick. No, I guess not. Is there a recipe for it? Maybe there's a recipe for it. Because I was thinking something like the garden table would look nice there. Because I don't want to use, like, wood everything here, but that could work for now, and then I could always change it out later. I like the idea of putting the drinks there right next to the vending machine. Like someone got a couple of drinks out of the vending machine, you know? And then... I gotta get, like, I just don't have a lot of decor unlocked in general. So that's where my weak spot is. You go to decorate and you kind of end up start using the same 5 items over and over again because it's all you got. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's try that. Gotta check the recipes you already have, too. Try putting the iron bench there too, maybe. What else would look good in that? Like a little vending, just chill area. Get a CD player over there. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Could do a little wooden birdhouse. I think I still have some of those on me, actually. Yeah, I got some of the signs and stuff. Oh, I forgot I can't build on this Pokemon Center floor. Oh yeah, I forgot about these carts too. I probably should have put one of these carts over there in the camping area, but that was for the orchard. Something like that. That looks nice. That one looks a little more natural. And I'm thinking maybe instead of wooden fences here, we can keep the wooden fences for more like peripheral fences like that. But for a place like this, I feel like a different fence would be better. Let's see if there's any fence recipes I haven't bought yet. It's like the boat railing, I feel like, would end up looking good here. Yo, ZZ, have a great night, and thank you again for the raid. You're amazing. Oh, the cobbles, yeah. I ended up having the wood planks first, and I switched them over. I'm glad I did. Now I'm extra glad I did. What was I grabbing? I was going to see what fences that I actually have available. Stone fencing. Could try that out, I suppose. Yo, Pikmin, thank you for the gifties. I just saw those. Skarmory, thank you for the follow. It's a good Pokemon, too. Skarmory in the game? I doubt it. I don't think there's, like... Oh, Steelix is in the game. There's not, like, tons of... There's, like, no fish... There's, like, a certain categories of Pokemon that you almost imagine they're going to add later. Just kind of curious what the vibe is here. I mean, I think it looks... Honestly, it kind of matches the vibe of the Pokemon Center because it's white. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait. I'll keep them wooden fences until I unlock some... nicer ones and stuff. Let's go back up to the orchard because I was in the middle of that, decorating some stuff when I got distracted. No beep beep. Dude, what? I thought I had PP. What are you talking about? Or did I run out of blocks? Hold on, I need to clear my bags a little bit too. I got way too much stuff. The rest of this stuff I'm kind of using. Oh, I also need the more of those dirt blocks. There we go. And I gotta figure out, I could do ladders and stuff, but I kind of want to make a nice little stairway. Give me a recipe. I think you can get recipes out of these encounters. No, just an item. These are just dry blocks down here, so I'm just going to hydrate them real quick. It's going to bug me if they're not. There we go. And then I think we are just going to build over this cave. I'm not too concerned about it. If I cut off this part, I could always dig back in there. Because I think we're just going to cover this. I swear there's a spot right there. I can get it in there. Oh, I see. It's because it's right there. Oh, whoops. Oh, well. Screw it. I'm not going to go crazy over it. There we go. I don't know what I'm going to do up here. We'll figure it out. Don't have to do anything, really. I think these trees are almost all ready to gather. They grow like one fruit at a time, so you kind of got to wait. Oh, I wanted to, I guess, I don't have the recipe. Wait, do I have the recipe for the barrel? No. Because I definitely want to... What else do I got? I want to put barrels on these little wagons. That, and also another good one is the sandbags. It'll look like... Can I put that on top of the box? I can, right? Can I do it with the mouse? Oh, the box. You can't stack like 3 high. Can I? Huh. Because you can... I swear you can stack 2 of the boxes. Can I just not... I can stack a 3rd, but I can't stack the sandbags on top of that. Wait. Weird. Can I stack a box on top of that? Oh, it's because the height is goofed up by this first thing. I see. So, like, I could place sandbags on that if it wasn't on the cart. Yeah, okay. It's kind of, maybe that's something they could fix, but I'm not too concerned. Still kind of getting used to the controls, but I'm getting the hang of it. I wanted to use the picnic blanket out here and make a bunch of fun stuff. First, we need a picnic basket. And obviously we gotta make some stuff around it, but I figured I'd start there. Just kind of some random stuff around it for now. Kind of just make some other side stuff. So just put the bags there. They still have those tables. Oh, good. They were like using these as like makeshift picnic tables. Actually, they would look better if I had them like long ways, because then it would look like continuous planks. You know what? Hold on. We'll move this somewhere else. Closer to the orchard, like the actual orchard area. And then... Did I bring a parasol with? I don't think I did. Can't I place... Oh, I gotta put a plate down first. That's right. Duh. Yo, RTK, how you doing? Sorry, I'm getting zoned in here while I build. Oh, I forgot I gotta click. Did I get anything? Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes you gotta click really fast so you don't get anything. Oh, wait, did I pick up that crafting bench? I guess I did. I don't know. Did that part look better as grass or no? I like this being dirt by the picnic table. But should I put that back as grass? No worries, RT. You're always here. That's enough. Don't sweat it, because I only speak one language, so you already speak more languages than I do. Oh, there we go. Thought I was on the wrong path. Oops. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to go to the side. Oops. These ones I probably won't need. Oh crap, forgot when I'm not in like the swallow it mode, it'll go faster. Without grass is good. Because these ones are ones that I didn't even place. Like up here, we can probably make a little area because there is not really a way up here. I'll probably just terraform that. I'll probably just add grass. I probably won't even make this into a walkable area. We'll just make it grassy and look nice. I guess I could still add the fences and put the grass in between it. But I almost just rather make this into a hill. Like just terraform the crap out of this and just make a little bit more of elevation right here and make this hill a little more pointy or something. So I definitely got to find more ambient decoration here. Because I don't want to put fences. I guess I could. Like partial fences, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be continuous. It could just be kind of like haphazard, but that would kind of have to be like after I finish stuff. Because I don't know where I'm going to put the rest of the deco yet, even. Is this a new part with no Pokemon found yet? No. So the way it works is when you find Pokemon, there's habitat. So like, for example, let me try to find one that I like don't have every Pokemon from. Oh, I don't have Charizard. So there's technically this habitat. So this is a tall grass habitat. You need 4 grasses right next to each other, and then it will become a tall grass habitat, which has the ability to attract 1 of 6 Pokemon, which I've already found these 5, and you can't lose them. Once you get a Pokemon, they're in your town forever, regardless of how happy they are. So the only one we haven't found is Charizard. So it all depends on where the habitat is, and then once they get to the habitat, you can move them out. But I can make... Boom. So you see how that just is an... Oh, I guess I've never... This is an elevated grass habitat. Apparently it's one I haven't found. Okay, so this one's different. So this one's on a hill instead of just being regular. So that one can't... So this one doesn't spawn Charizard. This one is Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Hoodoo, and I imagine Pidgeot. So now Pidgeot has a chance to ruffle around in these grasses. And when since he's a rare Pokemon, you have to keep coming back and checking, or you can set up webcams. There's like webcams you can set up. It's actually really cool. And then so now you kind of just got to wait for that Pidgeotto to show up. And I imagine the more of these habitats you make, the better it has to show up. But once Pidgeotto shows up, this will become his house. After that, you could then talk to Pidgeotto, and bring them back to any house. So there could be Pokemon wherever you want them to be, but because all my habitats for them are over here, this is where they're hanging out, is near their habitats. So like this habitat doesn't belong to anybody anymore. This is Timber's house and some of these patches of grass. And I just haven't moved them out here, but they don't, and the only reason they wouldn't go up there probably is because they actually need a walkable path, which right now, currently, there is no walkable path up here. So they won't, even if I did have houses, it'd be really hard for the Pokemon to move back and forth, if at all. I'll probably add like a house up here, to be honest. This is like the perfect spot for a house, is it not? You're not helping us? That's funny. But it's just great, the go at your pace kind of vibe. Like, there's no obligations. Oh, let's just do this. Yes, we're getting crits. It's because I've got better at it. Oh, I don't know why those ones didn't actually. Maybe they'll fix that a little later. They'll make them, like, more reliably fall in the same places so they actually go in the water and float. That one floated for a second until it wasn't. Is it gonna float? It looks like it's moving barely. Is it moving? It is. It's moving. It's moving. Is it gonna go in the water? Hey! I think we do actually need to get these up again. I think there's only one on here right now. Yeah, they're not even worth farming yet. Yeah, they all float down, and then you can just collect them all at once. Oh, a bunch of these didn't go in. It's giving me a tooltip to... I know I could inhale them, but there's a few of them in a row. It wouldn't have made sense. Alright, there's only one ungrown on those. They take a while to grow, but that's why I recommend using your rare Pokemetal to get the trees first from the 3D printer instead of printing individual items. Wish there was like a basket. I'm sure there is, but not like a picnic basket, but like almost like a gatherer's basket. I don't think that's any technically. Like it doesn't associate with any of these. It's like an all-around tool. Kirby? I think Kirby can be an honorary Pokemon, right? Like he counts. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, to fill space, and you just start adding grass. Oops. No, stop missing. This is the easiest way to move flowers, too. Searching. Like I said, biggest tip is using Magnemite to get free decorations from the environment. Oh, it's like the end. I'm just looking for flowers, big rocks. You can also, what's cool here, watch this. Another thing you can grab too is like an interesting out-of-the-box build / decoration is to chop down a tree first, then go then eat some food, then go Magnemite, and then the tree stump is actually inventoriable. I think these, technically, you can even grab the piles of wood. Yep, the broken timber. Just looking for other. There's not a lot of rocks in this area. Or the big boulders, rather. Plenty of flowers, which I will need, so let's just grab those, I guess. And you can do the sticks. You can place them wherever. The problem is when you place them, they're still a gatherable item. So if you accidentally pick it up, once you pick it up, it turns into a stick. Like an actual item that you can't place anymore. So you can place those and replace those. You just got to be careful that after you place them where you want them, you don't use the suck or pickup ability, because then you convert it into like I said, like an item instead of like the precursor to be that item, which is the what's it called? You're back? Welcome back, dude. Let's grab some hedges. Hedges are like not hard to find, but like they're not, unless you have the seeds for them, they're not all over the place. Or at least not in this zone. I should probably get some mushroom lights to take over there too, because I don't think it would look great with like electricity and lights and stuff up there. I think it would look better if it was just like kind of that oh, I should probably add a water feature somewhere, like a windmill or a water wheel. I don't even remember placing that prefab down. Was that already there? What is this? I do not remember placing that. That must be pre-placed. Oh, there's not really many of those big rocks, is there? There's one. I'm just looking for more deco here. Yeah, as a builder, I'm learning, you know, LEGO Fortnite's my forte. And this game has a lot of similarities with, you know, a lot of differences too as well. Oh, I never opened this when I first came by. Wonder what's behind there. Oh. Huh. Where does this go? See, like, you can even use, like, here's something that's adds a lot of extra depth is the mossy stones. So, like, this, you could still pick it up. Oh, it's an outfit. Oh, it's a hairstyle. Oh, cool. You know, I do like that little ponytail. Sure, I'll keep it. Like, I am a male character because it gives you a choice between, like, male or female vibe, but I like the ponytail on the dude. It looks cool. But yeah, the mossy, so you can grab a mossy stone. And again, those just, if you're using mossy stones, mossy boulders, regular boulders, it's just gonna add that much more variation. Where does this? Oh. What do I? It's a nice, maybe I hide it under like a water feature or something. What was that? White rock? That was not the right one. Well, that was dirt, I guess, so. There we go. Kind of didn't want that open there. We're back in my town. Why is my view so close? Jeez, there we go. But like, I could go, like I added a few here. You can see I added like a stick there, a little rock here. But if you accidentally pick it up, it kind of screws you over. But if I added more like mossy rocks and stuff, and also these, the driftwoods, those are really good for decorating too. Let's see if I can get any more driftwoods. They always put these rocks underwater, which looks good, but And you have to like pretty much drown yourself to get them, because you can't stay underwater forever or you'll drown. But they've got all these juicy items way the hell out here. I might as well grab them. I'm gonna drown. Oh god, let me out. Oh my god. Driftwood is like wood that comes from the ocean. Like, just floats up. Thing is, the only way, like, because you have to like take it from other parts of your world. The only way around that is if you go to your dream island, you can start stealing stuff from there. It's time to let the dogs out and feed them. Actually, it's probably time to call it for a stream. Heather's gonna be texting me any second to pick her up anyway. So why don't we call it there? Let me go back, throw down a few things like I wanted to. So like now that we got some of this stuff, but we can really quickly, hiya. Add a driftwood there. Add a rock. Maybe more over on this side would be better. Boom, a rock. And then we can maybe do, where, didn't I have a tree stump too? Yeah, there. Let's see, we can put like a tree stump right there. That looks nice. And then this, we could put that there, and that looks nice. And then we just fill it in with some more grass. And that looks nice. And same with like right here. Boom. Boom. You don't want it everywhere, but you do want to like fill the space. And then there's stuff like the birdhouse that would now make a little more sense because it's a little more vibed in. And then we add some more flowers. We definitely don't have enough of those. Forgot it makes the frickin' ground change into dirt or grass. Alright. Let's call it there before I get too into it. It's looking pretty nice though, right? Solid so far. I am satisfied. Recipe for a scrap cube. Let's go. That's actually really good. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Who are we raiding over to? There's literally one other person. Or one, not one other. One person. No, two. Is just connect. It's mixing games. Nobody I normally raid over to. Let's do someone over in Pokopia? Let's see. just raid over to somebody small in the Lego world. Let's go with Ravenfire. No, they're playing BR right now. What about this bit? There we go. Got it. Raiding over. Tell him I said hi. Tell him I said bye. I am out of here, guys. Have a beautiful evening. I will be probably back on tomorrow. I'm going to take a day off here in the next couple days. I just don't know exactly what day. So if I'm not here tomorrow, I'm taking a day off. But there's probably a good chance I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out as always. If you're on TikTok, come and join me on Twitch the next time and or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can chill there. Have a good night, guys. I am out of here.